Hi guys, welcome to my next video. In this video I'm going to show you what crossing the Mexican border is like on foot from Cal, Mexico in California into Mexicali, Mexico. I'm also going to talk about whether it's dangerous to leave the United States into Mexico on your B1, B2 visa, because if you have a B1, B2 visa, you're allowed to leave into Mexico, but you need to be mindful that when you leave on a B1, B2 visa, your I-94 does not get stamped or the immigration doesn't get notified that you've left the United States. So it's as if you were still in the United States. So technically someone could leave the US on foot into Mexico, or probably even by car, and the US immigration 10 years later, if you never came back, would still think that you are in the US because there's no record of you leaving. So when you leave the United States on foot or in the car, make sure that you let the immigration know, I don't know how, but make sure you let them know that you've left the United States, because otherwise there's no record of you leaving. And your record states that you are still in the US even though you may have left via Mexico. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video now. Please comment and subscribe.
That was fast, huh?
Well, I don't know. I still don't know what it's talking about because it
One
says,
out, yeah.
It said I arrived and it said I wasn't going to get here till 11:30.
I know, don't pay attention.
We're in Mexicali.
We're in Mexicali.
On
okay,
the
get in
US-Mexico border.
Major street and make it a left.
See, there's the new border that they're, or the new
Yeah.
opening that they're opening. I missed.
We're going to the old gate because he's real close to the old gate.
Okay.
Are these people in line for an ATM machine, or? It's almost like being in Mexico
Yeah.
already.
Make a left.
The car's waiting to get out.
Yeah.
Wow, the border towns are always so run down.
Yeah.
El Paso's a little nicer than this. El Paso is bigger too. Okay, so we are in Calexico, California, Mexico border crossing, and all these people are Mexican. And this bus looks like it's Mexican, even though we're still in the US. It already feels like Mexico. There's definitely more Spanish speakers than English speakers over here. Oh, look at all the tatty clothes. United States Border Inspection Station. There it is. Here we are, guys. We're walking into Mexico, leaving the United States. Goodbye, USA. I honestly thought I forgot my passport, but I think it's in my backpack. Thank you. This way? Thank you. You're welcome. Wow, this is the line we're gonna have to stand in on the way back. A little crazy. This is the line to get back into the United States. Oh, I don't want to stand in that line. I hope it moves fast. And we're in Mexico. Welcome to Mexico. So this guy just agreed to take us to where we need to go. We're going to the dentist, by the way. Because it's cheaper to go to the dentist in Mexico than it is in the United States. So my friend decided to go get a crown on his tooth in Mexico. And the taxi driver just offered to take us there for $5. I don't know how far it is from here. It could be very close, it could be a little further, I don't know, but $5 isn't a lot of money even if you're just going a mile. So hey, there we go. There's Mexicali. That's the dentist office we're
Right
going
there.
to. Castillo Dental.
Okay. Don, just run in there and see if, what time. Okay, it's right here. Where's he going?
He can't go that way as well. He can go straight and then turn. As long as he goes right, like in the next kilometer or so. Office. The first dentist's office was too busy, so we have to find another one.
And if we don't find that, we'll go ahead and do surgery on Don ourselves. I have
Yeah.
the pliers.
We'll buy some plastic glue, a little bit of white
Epoxy.
paint.
We'll do a little epoxy on him. Kaye.
This one, you need to go right here.
Do you know how to pronounce that in Spanish, Jay?
Calle E.
No.
Calle A.
Continue on Calle for 800 meters.
See, there's another dental.
There's some nice houses here.
Yeah, this is the rich section. It's where all the dentists live.
I just don't want somebody to pop my 2 crowns off and then tell me they can't help me. Should try that one?
Is that it?
Well, it's not the one that we're going to,
150
We're
meters.
going to
but
the-
but that could be the next one that we can try if this one doesn't have space or room. Okay, you go right into this street,
Turn right onto Calle F.
and it's at the end of this street. Yeah.
That's that.
The F street. Oh, there's a Chinese place. Look, Vicky. I wonder if that's any good.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Chinese
onto
place in
Road.
Mexico. That's funny.
There's a lot of Chinese that live out here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, check it out, guys. A nice Mexican eatery. Wow, check it out.
This is authentic.
Authentic Mexican cuisine.
Off the beaten path. Museum?
We paid with US dollars and they gave us Mexican change. There's a 5 peso. It's funny that they use a
Cinco Uno.
551. It's funny that they use the dollar sign for their currency because it's not dollars, it's pesos. But it makes it easy for Americans. The food was yummy, and the guy's still playing his guitar. We are now looking for another dental clinic, and there's one there. There's also one here. This was the place where we had the really good tacos. And now we're going to find a dentist. We keep on looking for the dentist. Oh, there's a car from California. So Leon is the one that came up in the search.
They're both Leo.
How many stars?
I don't remember.
Let's go and talk to them.
They might be closed for the siesta though.
No, siesta doesn't start till
2, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh no,
for that one.
it's closed. We came all this way.
That one is open, this one.
Why? Why is it closed? Oh, there's another dental place. It's also Leon. I hope it's open. It should be open. It says 2 o'clock. It's not 2 o'clock yet. I don't know what horario means. No, they're open.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, habla inglés? Okay, anyone else speak English? Nadia?
Poquito español.
Un poquito, okay. Un poquito inglés? Oh boy.
It's okay. I'll use Google. Cintos, 30 pesos. And I guess cintos mean hats.
It's probably 300 pesos.
Or maybe it's $30 US. Oh, it's $100, 100 pesos.
But I gave you 61 pesos.
That's right.
Wait, how much did I give you?
You gave me, no, you gave me 11.
Which
11.
was 61 cents.
Yeah,
So that's $6.10.
yeah.
That's a good price for you.
Yeah, it
Did you guys
was.
do any shopping there?
Just a little.
We did window shopping.
Oh, you didn't buy
Mostly
any?
window shopping.
But you know,
Price is that good?
you want to go back there to get haircuts next time we need haircuts?
Yeah, if you want.
I want. Because I want to get my hat.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm going to get it online probably before that. Because they only had 2 left and they might be gone, so I'm not going to bother.
Vicky, did you need to get drugs or something while you were in town?
Yeah, when you're in the dentist, there's pharmacies all over the place.
Okay.
That looks like a fancy club there.
¿Cómo se llama del dentista qué?
Don
Castillo. Castillo?
Castillo Dental. Yeah, sí.
We're in another.
Madero, Avenida
Sí, te voy a
Madero.
dar para la Madero, pero
Yeah.
le voy a preguntar a la base porque no lo quiere
Okay.
agarrar el GPS.
He was close to the
Adelante,
park,
base.
right?
Número 600.
We're in another cab now.
I mean, by the
Reforma, lote número 11, iglesia, Canal Reforma, lote número 11, una iglesia, cruza con Río Nilo, por Ángeles.
Pues ahora sí que me quedé traumado, no sé para dónde darle, pero disculpa.
It's something. I think it's the city building. Oh yeah, I can see it.
there it is.
It's right ahead. We're back where we started.
La iglesia que está pegada ahí por la Río Jadillo, tú, pues no más. Va por la iglesia
Señor, aquí.
¿Dónde es?
Yeah, Castillo.
Esa que está ahí, Castillo.
Okay. Do you want us to go in there with you?
Do you want us to hold your hand?
We can do that for you.
¿Ready to pass it? Okay.
Gracias.
So this is our third try. On the third try, we finally found a place that will take us.
Yeah.
But you still can't get your work done if you need a porcelain crown on the same day. You need to wait at least 1 day because they need to send it to a lab.
Right. And the lab's next door.
Right. We are now crossing back into the United States. There's like 2 long lines to cross back.
We have a global party.
A what?
And the line is moving slowly to cross back to the US.
Yeah, I've been watching.
I bought this hat at the border.
Well, we can go get the car.
Just about to cross into the United States.
Don, we could go get the car.
Hi guys. So crossing back to the US was a pretty scary experience. It was mostly scary because I was winding myself up that something was going to happen. But at the same time, the closer I got to the agent, the more nervous I got. My 2 friends that I came with were American citizens. I was not. My I-94 allows me to stay for 6 months at a time, and I was just afraid that they were going to ask me a lot of questions. When I got to the border agent, he was surprised to find my passport among all the Mexicans that were there. It was just pretty much Mexicans and Americans. I'm sure they get an odd European that crosses the border, but he looked like he didn't even know what passport mine was. I gave him my Polish passport and he was like, "Where are you from? What country is that?" He did not know what country Poland was. I mean, it says the Republic of Poland in my passport, in English, I think. Anyway, he says, "Oh, you're from Polonia." I'm like, there's no such country as Polonia. And then he asked me a bunch of questions about the United States. He says, "Why are you coming into the US?" And I wasn't prepared for that question. I thought he knew I just left for a day trip. So I said, "Well, I'm staying in the United States." And I was careful not to use the word living, because if I told him I was living in the United States, he said, "You don't have a green card, you shouldn't be living in the United States." So I said I was staying in the United States as in visiting, as in staying there to visit as a tourist. And then he started asking a bunch of questions like, how do I support myself? What do I do for a living? Blah, blah, blah. Am I working in the US? And of course, I had to say that I'm not working in the US. And I don't have a job in the US, which I don't. And the way I support myself is from my savings and passive income, from my properties and from trading. But I didn't even want to get into that with him, because if I had said trading, he probably would have seen that as the fact that I have a job in the US, even though my trading account is based in the UK. So I just said, look, I have savings and I have rental income. And he kind of bought that. Well, it wasn't a lie. He took that as sufficient information, and he eventually let me through the border. But he questioned me for what seemed like 20 minutes, but what was in reality about 5 minutes. But that 5 minutes seemed like a long time, and I was so nervous that he wouldn't let me back into the United States. I probably shouldn't be so scared because there's nothing illegal that I'm doing, but I'm always winding myself up about this, that things are going to be bad. So that was my trip to Mexico. I hope you enjoyed it.